If you were to ask any of my friends, what is the thing about Carrie that annoys you the most? They would all say something like, she's too hard on herself, she's insecure, doubts herself too much. These are all things that I struggle with, and making this video is not only going to help me, hopefully it'll help some other people as well. So this video is about insecurity, but before I get into the general thoughts on insecurity, I wanted to explain why I'm making this video. Insecurity is something that I struggle with on a daily basis, and it's not uncommon. I just wanted to explain a little bit about why I struggle with this so much. This is a lot for me to share via internet with the world, but I feel that this has been a long time coming. This is something that is extremely important to me, and I'm hoping that it will help a lot of people. Basically, the way I grew up, it was very chaotic, it was very dysfunctional. I'm not going to get into really what happened, but just know it wasn't very healthy. It wasn't the most positive environment to be growing up in. And I was always told that I could not do something, made to feel like I was just a bad person. I did leave that environment when I was 16 years old, but these insecurities that developed, basically I've carried them with me. If a certain somebody is watching this video is not to exploit you, which is why I'm not mentioning anybody's names. This is my channel, this is my video, and you really don't have a right to have a say in this, not anymore. So with that being said, growing up that way made me a very insecure person. I had a lot of self-doubt. Doesn't help when you're trying to get good grades and when you're trying to just get out of bed in the morning. I failed a lot of classes. I would get into trouble a lot. Most of the time I wouldn't even show up. Before I left home when I was a teenager, I had been put into a school for people with learning disabilities and behavioral issues. It wasn't easy being in this school because it was a special school, so that just made it 10 times harder to look at myself. But the school was a very therapeutic environment. It focused a lot on therapy and art and things like that. A lot of my teachers saw this artistic ability in me and they pushed me forward. And although I spent a lot of my college years making up high school classes, I would not go back and do it over because I feel that that school has actually made me a stronger person. With all that being said, this video is not a sob story. I'm not making it so you feel sorry for me. I'm making this video to get a point across. No matter where your insecurities came from, no matter how long you've had them, you get to a point where you are now in control of them and you can choose to wallow in pity and insecurity, or you can say to yourself, you know what, I'm done feeling this way. I don't deserve to feel this way. And you can change yourself. People are made to feel insecure and they grow up with those insecurities and then they just want to blame the people who made them feel that way. I felt like that for a very long time. But I'm a big girl now and I am in control of my own thoughts and my own feelings about myself. So I'm gonna turn this around. Reminding myself every day that I am a beautiful person inside and out, and I am smart and I am capable. Because living with insecurity that makes your life unmanageable to the point where it's affecting your job, it's affecting school, it's affecting your relationships with people, you cannot just keep living that way. There are negative thoughts that go through my head every day. Some days are a little bit easier than others, but some days are really crappy because of it. Something that I can't just make go away and never come back. This is a process that I'm working on. Anytime that I am trying something new, there's this voice in my head that says, no, Carrie, you're not gonna be able to successfully do that. And you know what? When I get that thought, I try anyway. Trying and trying will eventually bring you success. Another thing that I've struggled with a lot is the opinions of other people. Sometimes I let them overpower what I feel about myself. I get some negative feedback from some really immature people sometimes. That's another thing that I am working on, is not taking things to heart if they really don't have that much value behind them. There may be some people watching this video that are insecure more about their outward appearances, and maybe that's the reason why they clicked on this video. A lot of the insecurities that I've had about my outward appearance have been extremely irrational, but I see it when I look into the mirror because that's what I'm looking for. Whether they are physical flaws or emotional flaws, if you look for them, you're gonna find them. Are they real flaws, or are they just stupid little insecurities? You have to continuously, every time that thought pops up into your head, you have to say, no, that's not true. I really hope that this video can reach out to a lot of people. It's really, really important to me. It's something that I do struggle with on a daily basis, and I am a living, breathing example that things can get better. If this video did help you, please let me know, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.